So welcome once again. We're back here in my channel. Before I start off doing anything, I must apologize for the late video. It has been like 3 weeks that I should have put out another video, which I did promise you that we're gonna do pruning of the grapevine. But unfortunately, the month of February, it was really bad, like wind wise. There's a lot, it's really windy in Antigua at this point. You know, now that it's starting to go like subside, I decided, you know what, I need to do my pruning because it's actually past the time for pruning. Normally we will do the pruning in February, okay? But first I would just like for you to, you know, take a minute and like, subscribe, and you can share my channel with other people, maybe some of your friends, because so that is a more of educational trying to do for you, trying to share my experience with you, trying to share my knowledge with you, and I hope that you would try to help other people to get that knowledge as well. Part of the reason as well why I did not, you know, get up and just do the video, I damaged my knee. It's getting better, thank God, getting better now. So now I get some time to do it. I'm gonna do that here with you. First I got my clipper. Alright, I got my clipper, and today what I'm trying to do, first there is two types of pruning. Alright, there is spur pruning and there is cane pruning. Now spur pruning is when you cut the cane like 4 to 6 birds, which you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you will cut it, clip it, and then let some new birds shoot out. Okay. The cane pruning is when you're gonna leave the cane long, like this. You know, you're gonna leave it long. All right. Sorry. The spur pruning is 2 to 4 birds. The cane pruning is when you have it like 6 to 10 birds. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do, because it's my first vine and my only vine, you know, I observed the vine and noticed that the type of grape that I have is the grape with the seed in there, and as you can see here, the vines, you could see the bunches, they are growing all over the vine. So the best way to do it for this vine is cane pruning. But I don't like the cane pruning. I like spur pruning because I don't want it to be all over the place. As you can see, the vine is crazy, right? If you leave it, you're gonna take up your entire garden or your entire yard, and I don't want that. I want it to be nice and neat. So I really want to do some spur pruning today. But with the spur pruning, I would have to cut down my entire grapevine, which, because I mean it have me going crazy because I really don't want to. But I think it's best I do, because it's all over the place. As you can see, it went through the fence, go over in the neighbor yard, and now we come back in. That's too much. I need to train it properly. What I'm saying is that in the vines, the grapevine needs 4 different climates, especially wine. For making wine, you need the 4 climate. You need spring, winter, summer, and autumn, right? You need all the 4 seasons. In Antigua, we only have 2 seasons. We have rain season and dry season. Hence the reason why, the grapes, the vine's supposed to rest. Unlike the Caribbean, it don't resting for any long period. After harvesting, then maybe a few weeks and then it start putting out new leaves, as you can see. So here, this is first year wood. This is first year wood. And look how they're big. They are very huge. Unlike other places in the world, you would find it's not so big because you get to rest, you get to go dormant and build up all the carbohydrates, all right, in there. All the glucose and so would be stayed inside. Unlike here, you don't give that opportunity to do so. All right, I'm not gonna overwhelm you with all the different types of thing like the glucose and all the proteins and everything and the resting of the grape. But today what we're gonna just do, we're gonna do the pruning. What I want to do, I want to save this here and I'm gonna cut this some way along the way. I'm gonna cut it. Okay? So first we're gonna start cutting. I want to cut this right by here. And we can do it, and we can even say like talk about the tendril. We can talk about the tendril. We can talk about the buds. We can talk about a lot of stuff. Like this here. This is a bud. As you can see, it's a bud. So what we try to do the pruning before bud bust. Right? If we do the pruning before bud bust, then guess what? We wouldn't damage the plant so much. Like it would not bleed so much because the proteins are still staying inside. Okay? And with those, I could all time cut them in small bits. I cut them right here and cut this right here. And keep it in some water, this, and then it will grow again. It will make a new vine. And this is what we're going to do today as well. And we're going to show you the process, the progress in that. But for now, we're going to just do the pruning, get the vine to where we want it. So at this length here, get all the dead vines out. So all this is matralis wire. It's rotten out as well. So we have to redo that. Okay. We'll be getting all the dead wood out first. Because if in 1 year, that we get all this, if I leave it till next year again, guess what would happen? It would grow like crazy. Maybe it gets all over the place. So I'm trying to avoid that. Just clip them, trim it up nice. And what we do, we try to see it's nice and sunny out now. So I'm doing it now because it is nice and sunny. If I wait for the rain, if I wait for it to get wet out, guess what? Any fungus, any mildew, they will come on the vine. They will come in the wood, and they will give the wood, the dried mildew and those things. And we don't want that. I don't want that at all in my vine. Down the mildew, dry mildew, and but we don't have. I don't see Nothing, no signs of phylloxera. I see it actually. You see, this here is the dry mildew, right? You don't want it to get in the plant, and that's one of the. As I was saying, the powder mildew. Yeah, we don't want it to get in the vine at all, so we keep it far away. And that comes from like the termites and so forth as well. See, when it gets big like this, all the wood, huge like that, like the old wood, it's best to have a saw and give it a clean cut, because you really don't want to damage the wood itself. I cannot find my saw this time. That's right. Cut it as clean as possible, which I got to. You don't have to worry about a vine today, because the vine is a lot has to do with the root, and the root already established itself deep in the ground. See all this? Yeah, you just get rid of all this. No fussing with them. Actually, we don't really get rid of it. I've taken it out there. Also here, cleaning up a bit. Yeah. You see? See all this? Look like a big S6, a hook. All this go. So what I'm looking for is this. Right? This 3 stuff I'm looking for. Gonna build a trellis where I have them growing on that. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for at this point. First, I'm gonna just clean up everything. Cut up everything. Guess the neighbor gonna feel very happy. And I clean up it. This side of the fence. So for next year, what would happen? For this year, well,